This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2000 Ford F250 Super Duty Super Cab, which is a four-door extra cab. It is a 7.3 turbo diesel. It's two-wheel drive. It's an XLT. Has 221,000 miles. This was sort of an afterthought. I saw this at as a Jim Click trade-in. Jim Click is a large new car dealer here in Tucson. It's really ugly, but we get a lot of demands for some low-price 7.3s, which of course never happen. This one's happening because it's ugly. Mechanically, it's fantastic. But I bought it, and yeah, someone will probably be interested in it at the price we're selling it for. And if not, we will just turn it into a yard truck or parts truck or something. It's a great running truck. It's just ugly. So anyway, we get it here to our yard once we bought it, and we do about a 2-hour inspection, driving, fluids, put it in the air, take the wheels off, check it underneath, and there was nothing to do. Whoever had this took really good care of it. In fact, the Carfax shows that it went to the Ford dealer quite frequently, including a water pump at 189,000 miles, and the last time it was serviced at the Ford dealer was at 210. So it wasn't surprising that it ran real well and checked out mechanically. It was used as a truck though, and you'll see that shortly. I don't think there's a panel on this truck that doesn't have a ding or a scratch or something going on. Tires are okay. Use the pictures to help you with that. My brother will take this out and do, there's some dents on the front bumper. He'll do I don't know, 40 to 60, I would say, HD pictures on this truck. The pictures will have a little microscope deal that you can click on and zoom in on anything you see that you want to see cosmetically. You can be clicking on a lot of stuff here. You got that. You got that. I mean, it's a work truck, and you've been used as a work truck. But some work trucks are never mechanically taken care of, and some are, and this one appears to have been taken care of. The rear tires are awful. It could use some rear tires, and while you're doing it, you might as well get the fronts. I mean, you can get a set of 16 LTs for, gosh, they're not that expensive, $500. That's what I would do. The only thing we did for this truck is it had no tailgate at all, so we bought a louvered tailgate and put that on. Anyway, it does have a spare, which is nice. It does have a tow package. It does have a ball in the bed. Light plug in the bed. It does have that extra dent. That's extra. I mean, if you're if you're just gonna pull boats in and out, at the lake, or you're gonna, pull a landscape trailer or work trailer around, this is what you want. I mean, you're not gonna upset yourself when you back into something with this. You'll just add to the character. 221,826 miles. Okay, I'm gonna open the hood. We're gonna look underneath the hood real quick and make sure that everything's where it's supposed to be. Namely, Ford stamps where they belong. There's a Ford stamp there. There's a Ford stamp there. Stickers where they belong. Stickers where they belong here. At some point it's gotten a flash at Ford. And there's the stamp there. Pretty boring. Boring is good. Boring is very good. Interesting truck. I think somebody ordered this special order because they gave you the vinyl floor, but you got windows, locks, tilt, and cruise. The interior of this truck is in great shape. For the miles, this is very common for the armrest on each side to get worn off, and then when you're digging your fingers in there. The seats are really shockingly good condition. You do have a manual. You do have a wheel key. That's your passenger front window. Door locks. is what it is. I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people who are going to hate us when we sell this one because it's going to be cheap. And they're not going to like the fact that it's as cheap as it is. Okay, so that all works. Mirrors out, in, up, and down. It's like that's become a manual mirror. Let me check this out real quick. Roll the window down. Alright. Out, in, yeah. This is now a manual mirror. That's a manual mirror. I wouldn't spend $129 to fix it. And the outside mirror is the same thing. That's a manual mirror. That's for people reaching their hands out and pushing them manually so many times that gears get broken in there. That's what happens there. And it's not worth fixing, obviously. Alright, there's your tilt wheel. Let's see, what's inside here? Nada. Alright, air conditioning. Make sure the air's blowing cold. While we're doing that, I'll put a seatbelt on. You can find it behind me. Alright, let's see. We have overdrive.
Yep, he was a trusted real friend or relative who knew something about cars, so he knew.
The CD player, cup holder, air works in all the settings there, and you have cruise control. So this would actually be a pretty good boat trailer truck here. So let's go for a ride. Actually, let me put it in drive first. Forward, put it in reverse, and that works fine. Alright, let's go for a ride. Alright, it's on a clear title, so if you come to Tucson to drive it home, all you're going to need to do is pay a dock fee of $250 in taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3%, you come to Tucson, you're going to pay 5% tax. Plus a $250 dock fee. If you're an Arizona resident, our state tax rate is 6.1. So you add Tucson's tax to it, you'll end up paying 8.1% tax and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, no dock fee, no taxes. Once it arrives to you, you go to motor vehicles, you deal with whatever you have to deal with there. If they charge you tax and whatever, then they do. Alright? If you pay by wire and ship, we will notarize the title, sign it off to you, scan in the notarized copy into your online file that we have for you, and we even we also scan in the envelope that we send you the title in, so you can see that and make sure that we didn't screw that up. We will also include the title we got from Jim Click, the new car dealer who gave it to us, who sold it to us. So you can see that. Everything that we know about this truck, you will know. This truck will be significantly underpriced compared to other trucks. We try to sell vehicles. We don't try to have a museum. All right. We are in the business of selling these. The way it works is if we represent them correctly, one of the 500 people a day who see that will be able to deal with the blemishes that we describe in video and in text to the ad, and they'll be fine with it, so there's no reason to BS. And it works every single time. And we sleep like babies. So, let's see, what else is there to say? If you make an offer and we accept it, please get your deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, it's for sale. Once we have a deposit, back up here just a little bit so I'm not on the neighbor's property. Once we get your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. Okay, just remember that, because I have a feeling that because of the price of this truck is going to be pretty low and it's going to go pretty quickly, and I think a delay in getting your deposit in could be upsetting. So on this one especially, get it in quickly. Don't hesitate and wait for permission from your husband or your wife or whoever, because that may be all it takes to lose it, is a delay. Let's see, last thing I'm going to say, and I say this about every single vehicle that we have, is that Ford gave it an X amount of miles, X amount of years for warranty. They built the truck. They know the truck better than we do. So if they built it and they don't know what's going to happen after that amount of time, there's no way we can. So we don't know what's going to happen to this truck. A week from now, an hour from now, we know what it is today. So you're saving a ton of money buying from us. Please recognize that some of that money may have to be spent on a repair sooner or later. It runs really, really well. It's hard to imagine a mechanical breakdown anytime soon, especially if you maintain it, give it the oil changes that it should get, use the right oil and filters, it'll be fine. But we don't know, you know. So please realize that if you need a sure thing, you got to buy new, and a new version of this truck is probably $35,000 or $40,000. That's where you need to go, and then you can have peace for 3 years, and then you can join the rest of us stressing. And that's it. Thank you very much.